I feel that this is a very dynamic place. Essentially, it all centers around the water. You come here because you enjoy the water, you enjoy being in the water and being around the water. And then there's this whole other dynamic of family and friends and your history and your roots that keep you here.
When I first started coming down here, I was a little hesitant at first because my background is farm country, but I slowly fell in love with it down here. It's kind of the same thing. You're outside, you're in nature.
There's something about the boreal forest and kind of the prairie influence that makes this place very unique.
There's a pull, an attraction. You just fall in love with it and you can't live without it. When the organization was first established, we only had 60 members and they only had one concern. And over the years, as issues have come to bear for the organization, it's attracted more and more members.
When I look at it, what we were able to do then versus what we're able to do now, I can just see that the Cottage Association, as it continues to grow, that it is nothing but benefit for the area.
We now have members almost everywhere in the watershed.
It's the opportunity to contribute towards things associated with the lake so that my kids have the same opportunities to enjoy things that I did as a kid.
I think the future for the organization is that it's not only property owners, it's not only cottagers, but it's all people who share a concern for the watershed in its entirety.
Our role is to make sure that people are looking after the environment and the lakes and the water, and not just on this lake, but all the surrounding lakes.
My name is Ilana Boutwell and I do invasive species outreach. The Invading Species program is hosted by the Lake of the Woods District Property Owners Association. I talk to community members about invasive species that are a threat to this area that are not here yet but that we'd like to keep out, as well as the ones that we do have in this area that we want to avoid spreading. I think this program is really important to keep the beauty of the lake the way it is now, and Loudpo is a really important part of that.
I'm one half of the Lake Smart program. And Laura and I were lucky enough to get a job with the Lake of the Woods District Property Owners Association.
The goal is to provide an environmental outreach program on Lake of the Woods. We're there to help people get the most out of their properties and be as environmentally friendly as they can.
I saw the Lake of the Woods District Property Owners Association as a way that I could become involved to help the association to improve environmental quality in Lake of the Woods.
That's who the association wants, people who have a vested interest in Lake of the Woods, the watershed, and keeping this as beautiful a place as possible.
The association has been recognized as one of the most important cottage owners and property owners associations of its kind in Canada. And I think it's very important that they maintain that reputation and take on the problems head first.
I think it's extremely important. I couldn't imagine that this wouldn't be around, because when I think back to my childhood, if I didn't have my time here at the lake, I wouldn't be doing the things that I am doing today. I wouldn't be the person that I am.
I would hope that 100 years from now, our friends and relatives and children's children will be able to go out and enjoy the area, and it remains pristine. We still have clean water. We have beautiful trees and shores that we can enjoy, and fishing, and all the things that we kind of take for granted now. If we don't look after them, perhaps they won't be here.
You know, we keep talking that we want to sustain the quality of the environment for future generations, and really that is what it's all about.
A strong focus on environmental management, environmental stewardship is really important. I see that as a way to engage the younger generation.
I mean, that's the future for the organization. We need to reach out and attract younger members. We know how great it is, and now what we want is for our kids and our kids' kids and their kids' kids to all have the same opportunity down here that we've had.
The Lake of the Woods, in my mind, is a little piece of heaven, and we all own a little bit of it. It's probably the best kept secret in the world. It means a lot to me.
We need to be very conscious of looking after what we have here today. That should be our legacy, encouraging people to ensure that those things remain as they are today.